Today, we're exploring something really fascinating, the unique and, kind of profound experience of observing the holy month of Ramadan in Japan, a country where Muslims are a very small minority. So let's get into how faith is practiced in the land of the rising sun.
It's a really good question, isn't it? It gets right to the heart of the matter. In a society that is famous for its relentless pace, its non-stop work culture, how does a community uphold one of the most demanding pillars of its faith? Well, let's find out.
So here's our roadmap. We're going to start by getting to know the community itself, then we'll dive into their daily rituals. We'll explore the huge challenge of fasting in that demanding work culture, and then see how this incredible sense of community just blossoms. And finally, we'll reflect on what it all really means.
So let's start with the atmosphere, the general feeling of Ramadan in Japan, because it's an experience that is completely shaped by the culture it's in. Okay, so forget everything you might picture about Ramadan. The bustling night markets, the huge public festivals. In Japan, the whole experience is way more personal. It's a quiet affair. That discipline and order that's so much a part of Japanese society, you can actually see it reflected in how the holy month is observed, privately, with this incredible focus and sincerity.
So who are the people actually observing Ramadan in Japan? Let's take a look at the community and their incredibly diverse backgrounds.
The Muslim population in Japan is estimated to be around 250,000. Now, that might sound like a small fraction of the total population, and it is, but it's a remarkably vibrant and growing community.
And this community is a total melting pot. It's this rich tapestry woven from so many different cultures. We're talking immigrants from Indonesia, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, students and professionals from Arab nations, and a really interesting growing number of Japanese converts too. And as you'd probably guess, you'll find these communities concentrated in Japan's major cities. Places like Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, and Yokohama are the big hubs for worship and community life.
This cultural blend is just perfectly captured in the greetings people exchange. It's totally common to hear Ramadan Mubarak right alongside its Japanese equivalent, Ramadan Omedetou. It's a simple phrase, but it says so much about the community's dual identity.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How are the daily rituals of prayer and meals actually observed in a place that's so different? Mosques, of course, are the spiritual heart of the community during Ramadan. The magnificent Tokyo Mosque, its Ottoman design is just breathtaking, becomes this vibrant hub for evening prayers. And you have the historic Kobe Mosque, the very first one built in Japan, standing as this proud testament to the community's deep roots.
And we have to talk about the food. It plays such a central role. The Iftar meal, to break the fast, often starts with the traditional dates and water. But it quickly turns into this amazing multicultural feast. Just imagine tables filled with fragrant Asian curries, savory samosas, and even steaming bowls of halal ramen. The pre-dawn meal, Suhoor, is usually simpler, maybe some rice and eggs, with a nice soothing cup of Japanese green tea. Okay, now we get to what is maybe the biggest challenge of all: observing a month of fasting in one of the world's most demanding work cultures. This is where the difference really hits home. In a lot of countries, life kind of slows down during Ramadan. You get shorter work hours, there's a festive vibe in the air. But in Japan, it is business as usual. Full workdays, normal bustling streets. The devotion is a private thing, observed inside homes and mosques.
And the physical challenge is just immense. If Ramadan falls during the summer, the fast can stretch to 15, maybe even 16 hours. That demands just incredible spiritual and physical endurance, all while keeping up with a full work schedule.
And this is where that theme of discipline comes right back. So how do they do it? Well, people adapt by meticulously planning their sleep schedules, using those precious little work breaks for a moment of rest or a quick prayer. And this is all a personal commitment, done without any official accommodations from employers.
But here's the thing. These challenges don't crush the spirit of Ramadan. Actually, it feels like they forge even stronger bonds of community, charity, and celebration.
The community truly comes alive during this time. Mosques will organize iftar meals for hundreds of people every single day. They collect charity for people in need both in Japan and abroad. And, in this really beautiful gesture of outreach, they invite their non-Muslim neighbors to come visit and share in their traditions.
So the month all builds up to the joyous celebration of Eid al-Fitr. The community comes together for a special prayer, and then it's followed by this vibrant feast with dishes from all over the world. But here's the really poignant reality. Since it's not a public holiday in Japan, many people have to go right back to work or school that very same day.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? What is the deeper meaning we can find in this quiet form of devotion?
So let's just quickly recap the hurdles, because they're real. There aren't a lot of mosques in some areas, finding halal food can be tough, you've got the long work hours, and of course, the total lack of a public Ramadan atmosphere. It's a constant effort to maintain that religious identity.
But here's the beautiful insight. The absence of all that external celebration, it kind of strips the observance down to its spiritual core. It nurtures a kind of worship that is deeply personal, sincere, and focused, a direct, unfiltered connection with one's faith. And maybe this just says it best. In the land of the rising sun, the true light of Ramadan isn't found in streetlights or big festivals, but it shines with this quiet, powerful brilliance from within the hearts of the faithful. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.